The Jays will now have to fight off elimination after dropping Game 5 to the Mariners. And for more reaction, let's go live to CTV's Rahim Ladhani, who is in Seattle. Rahim, it seems like it's calmed down a bit behind you, but I bet those Seattle fans are celebrating tonight.
Hey, CJ, yeah, you're right. This crowd was bumping a few minutes ago when certainly quieted. But the energy for the Seattle fans, they're certainly very excited, as they should be. This was a huge win for the Seattle Mariners, and if you're a Blue Jays fan, you're sitting there saying, we had this one. It was right there. Back to nearly the beginning, earlier in the beginning of the game. The Jays had a lot of traffic on the bases. They were playing really well, and they just couldn't get any. And then when you fast forward, after Kevin Gausman came out, they started going on to relying on the bullpen. Started out strong, but then when Brendan Little came in, things really started to unravel. Cal Raleigh tied the game at 2 in the 8th inning, and even after that, Brendan Little just could not find the strike zone. I want to bring in some Blue Jays fans for you here, because this is not the way certainly you hoped for this to end. It was a tight game, and things kind of just changed in an instant. How are you feeling right now?
You know what? If you asked me after Game 2 if we took 2 out of 3 in Seattle, I'd be happy with that. So we just got to go back, win 2 games at home, and hopefully be in the World Series.
I mean, it's an optimistic outlook because the Jays have been the comeback kids for most of the season, right? They've been late game heroics, walk-offs. Do you have the optimism that they can go back to Toronto and knowing that if you don't win, you're out?
I think so, yeah. I mean, this series has been a perfect example of you never know what's going to happen, right? So the home team has just won 1 game, and the Blue Jays are able and in a position to go back and win 2 home games and call it a series. So
one interesting thing in this game is the fact that when George Springer got hit in the knee and he went down, everyone in that crowd started cheering. And John Schneider even talked about it. He said, when you have 40,000 fans cheering, that's disgusting. What did you make of it, and what was the atmosphere like in there? Describe it for our viewers.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't like it. You never want to see someone get injured, whether you cheer for them or you're against them. And I think with him playing in Houston, he was booed every time he came up to bat, right? So the Mariners fans are going to build off of that. And you never want to see someone get injured. So, yeah. Classless, I thought.
We appreciate your time. You guys want to come on in here? We're live on CP24 in Toronto. Come on over here. You guys can move on up here. We'll do it slowly. First of all, how are you guys doing, and how are you feeling after the Jays lost?
Feeling okay, but I think they're going to come back in Toronto.
You're confident in it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
What about yourself?
I feel good. The Mariners are going to win the series, definitely.
Oh, he thinks the Mariners. Okay, so we have some conflicting reports. What about you? Describe the atmosphere for us in there, because it was a pretty electric game.
It was good to see them have some fun, because we've been here for the last 2 games and they weren't having much fun. So we're going to take it back to Toronto and finish it off.
There you go. We appreciate all of you guys. Enjoy the rest of the series. There are going to be a lot of questions about Brendan Little and that decision to put him in. Have a listen to what John Schneider had to say about that decision.
Wanted to see that, that part of the lineup, see different guys, right? We talked about it all series. Little's been one of our best pitchers in big spots. Tough guy to elevate. Cal's a really good hitter. I get it, man. After that, you got to sell down and throw strikes too. So that's been part of Little's game. So has strikeouts. So again, I trust every single guy on this roster. It's hard. No one feels worse than Little. No one feels worse than Sir right now, or me. But I trust every single guy on this roster. Today it didn't work out, but we've won 2 games in a row a whole lot this year.
Today didn't work out, but the Jays are going to have another chance, and they're going to have. Today didn't work out, but the Jays are going to have another chance to do it. They really have no chance. Now on the brink of elimination. Game 6 goes Sunday. CJ, back to you.
So much to look forward to, and the tension. Thanks so much for Rahim reporting live from Seattle.